Hi everyone, it's me, Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, well, get ready because there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. If you've been here for a while, you know it'll hit me and fast forward for a little bit, get past all my rambling and get to what I've been up to, right? That's what you're here for. So, real quick, we're going to go over what happens in this channel. We do everything from processing raw fiber and making projects. So all of that in between. Weaving, spinning yarn, dyeing yarn, knitting, crocheting, Tunisian crochet, needle tatting. There might be making paper beads. There was a random video of making paper beads. We also have the Addy Express king size that we do tutorials on as well. Occasionally you might see horses. Occasionally you might see me spinning somewhere not in the Fiber Arts studio. Things like that. That happens here. Random videos as well as our standard videos are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are tutorials. You will also find any knit-alongs or tat-alongs or crochet-alongs. Things of that nature will be found on Mondays of each Monday of the month, if there is one going on. But a general rule of thumb is my own patterns and tutorials, stitch tutorials, how-tos. Those are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a spin and chat, and sometimes I have a guest spinner or a co-host. And we just hang out and I spin yarn and we chit chat. Nothing too like crazy exciting, just kick back, have a few laughs while I spin some yarn. This past week was very interesting because I will add in a couple of pictures here. Now, those are pictures of the fiber that I spun on last Thursday's spin and chat. And difficulty with some and not as difficult with others. Those are new to me fibers, and those were gifted to me by some of the viewers, a couple of the viewers. So thank you very much for sending that to me and allowing me the opportunity to try something that I have not tried to spin before. And it was so much fun. We did a never have I ever knitted or crocheted whatever. And mine was towel toppers, and then somebody mentioned shorts, and I'm like, yeah, I've never done that either. But that was this past Thursday's live. And so you can kind of get a feel of what goes on there, just chit chat and stuff like that. So it's fun. Then also on Sunday, which is the day that this podcast goes live, is scheduled to be live, is on Sunday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What it is just going over all of the things that I've done throughout the week. Slideshow, if people have shared pictures to put into a slideshow, and it can be shared either in email or over on the Facebook group. All of that information is always down in the description box below, ways to contact me as well. That way you can chit chat with me if you want to, or join in our Facebook group. Let's go ahead and get into what I've been up to this week. So as I just previously showed you, that was drop spindle spinning, and it has a top whirl, meaning that the weight of the drop spindle is at the top. Now, if it was a bottom whirl, it would be right the other direction where the weight of it is at the bottom. There's many different kinds of spindles used for spinning. This particular one is a top whirl drop spindle. I wanted to test each of those fibers. That was my personal goal for Tour de Fleece this year, was to try fibers that I've never tried before. And during that demonstration, I found that there's a couple of things with the hemp that resemble flax, which is another one that I have tried recently as part of my personal goal for this year's Tour de Fleece. So if you did not see Thursday's live and you want to see me struggling with the hemp or having fun with those other fibers, all of the fibers actually, you can go check that out. This is the best way to start, is by drop spindle. It gives you a good idea as to how to spin. You can spin singles and ply them together, all of that right on your drop spindle. So I'm going to put that away now that I'm done with it. I do have tutorials on drop spindle. There is a playlist of how to start and walk you all the way through. Also, in spinning for Tour de Fleece, I've done several things this past week. This is the hand-dyed fiber that I shared last week's podcast. I believe I shared it in last week's podcast. This is the sample part that I did, and I plied it together, and this is what it ended up looking like. If I did not show this last week, I can't remember, but here it is. All right, if I did share it, it's because it was done right at the last moment. I can't ever remember. All right, so also I plied together this one. So this is a 2-ply. This is colorway Globetrotter, and it's a 2-ply, and that colorway comes from Living Dreams on Amazon. So that's plied together. It's ready to go in for a soak. Haven't made it there yet. And then this is also a 2-ply that I finished. I had the single all done last week and got it plied together this week. So it's also ready to go in for a soak. So that is the majority of my spinning this week. I will add a picture here. That is a bobbin of the actual project of fiber that I am spinning up that matches this, that will go to the winner of the giveaway that we recently had for the 1,500 subscribers. All right. Now let's go into what else I've been up to. So last week I had some of a sock and I have finished it. So now I have that pair of socks is finished and can go into my drawer with the rest of them. This is hand-dyed yarn by myself from quite a little while back now. I went ahead and dyed it. I absolutely liked how it worked up. The raspberry and black, which turned into a pale gray, not quite black. But I do love how they worked up in the sock. So one of these, this one, is toe up, and this one is cuff down. So both of them are worked opposite of each other, but as you can see, they look very, very similar. The only real difference is the cuff on the toe up has a more forgiving look to it because of the stretchy bind off than the one that is cuffed down. Now it is stretchy, just like this one is, but it doesn't have as much of the extra stretch look to it because it's cuffed down. I like both ways, and it depends on what I'm doing as to which way I go, whether it's toe up or cuff down. All right, another thing that I finished that I was working on last week, well, I had been working on it for a while, but I finished one of the shawls. Last week I mentioned I more than likely would make two and seam them together for a poncho. Now this pattern is by Fiber Spider, Craig, and I had tested it a little while back. I will add those links to his tutorials for this pattern down in the description box. And it does come to a point, it was just curled. And when I got to the last part, the last repeat, all I did was a chain one, skip one, double crochet in the next, all the way across. And then when I finish the other one, I'm going to end it the same way, but I'm going to be joining as I go. So there won't be as much of so much sewing, should I say. I'm just gonna join as I go, and I'll skip over the neck part, just the head opening there, as I go across it. So that's another thing that I have completed this week. This past week, a tutorial for the bed jacket stitch in the round came out. I did go ahead and just finish it up as a hat with your standard decreases. So I cast on, you know, hat circumference, hat amount of stitches, and then I taught you guys the bed jacket stitch in the round. And then after I did that, I just went ahead and finished it into a hat. So I'll add a picture of it. It's kind of a slouch a little bit, just slightly, but I'll add a picture of it here. Okay, so the next thing that I did was I added some buttons. Now, if you've been around for a little bit, you know I did a crochet along that was called Wishing on Dandelions, and I had done it in this 4-weight yarn, which, as y'all seen at that point, if you didn't, that's okay, and you would like to go back and check it out, you can. It's a playlist of Wishing on Dandelions wrap, shawl. It could have been many things, but this was the worsted weight one, and it was extremely large, as I showed, and I like to do mini sizes so that way you can see a size difference. But anyway, I had this finished and it was sitting around, and I decided to add a couple buttons to it. Now I'm going to insert a picture here. Now that just shows why I put the buttons on it and where I place them, so that way it can sit on the side of the shoulder and hang at an angle like that. Well, like this. So that was something else that I grabbed. I found the buttons in a package of things that I was looking through and said, oh, I know what I wanted to do with those. So this technically is complete for me now, because it has the buttons on it. All right, getting down to it. If you see that cowl on Nikki back there, on the mannequin back there, I also have one in front of me. That one has twisted fringe. I'm going to insert a picture of it here. And this one I also did, and the fringe is not twisted at this point. Now, both of these are with my own hand spun yarn. So just so you can see. So this was done on the Addy, and I'll put it on just so you can see. And just turn the collar over like such. Get my hair out from underneath of it. And there you go. So you can twist the fringe if you so choose. You can choose not to twist the fringe. You can put little knots at the end of each of your strands to help keep them intact and keep them from untwisting. There's all kinds of things you can do, but this is in the tutorial that's coming up this coming week. So that is the cowl. You can do all kinds of things with it. Super fun, super easy, and it's made on the Addy. So there you go, there's that. And it is warm, so I'm taking it back off. As those of you that have been around for a while know, the bandana style is my favorite because of how it covers your chest and it goes under your lapel of your jacket really nicely. You don't have to all the way to the top with your jacket. So that was 2 more things that I did this week. And one last and final thing is Tunisian crochet. This is the brocade stitch, and there is a tutorial coming out on this stitch. Now, I am going to continue to keep going with this until it has reached a certain length, and it will probably just stay a scarf. We'll see. But that is coming out this coming week, is the stitch tutorial for the brocade Tunisian stitch. All right, everybody, that's what I've been up to this week. I did receive a happy mail. There's a lot in this box, and I'm briefly going to go through it. It is from Miss Bailey. She sent all kinds of stuff. She sent my friend Rachel a birthday present, myself a birthday present. It's not our birthdays. This is something that she's doing ahead of time or something like that. It's a gift to us. We'll just put it that way. It's not our birthdays. Our birthdays are way past. But I'll go through this rather quickly because I'm already taking up a ton of your time. I received a card from her. I'm not going to show you Rachel's stuff. It's set aside for her. Here is the card. And it says, there is no better friend than a sister. And there's no nicer sister than you. Happy birthday. Now, she did write quite a bit in here. And just know, I love you, Bailey. You are so sweet. And thank you very, very much for all of the kind gifts in this box. Very, very, very blessed. Thank you. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and slip out of the package the birthday present. For those of you that don't know, I collect elephants. I have them all over this room and everywhere else. In the package from her for my birthday was this elephant to add to my collection. Thank you very much, Bailey. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Another thing that she sent, and her and I spoke of this prior, this is like a medicine bag and it's made with leather, and it was coming apart over here, and she asked me if I could fix it, and if I wanted it. And I said, absolutely. So I will go ahead and fix that part that come apart. There we are. I will fix this up here. It's not too big a deal. It'll be easy to fix. In fact, I can take some of the shoulder strap to fix it. It won't be too hard to render what's messed up there. So here it is. Thank you, Bailey. And this is the back side of it. It's got turtles on it. I also received in the box a gnome, and it's green. This gnome, it says, "Hello, my name is Mac. Mac wishes you a good day every day, and so do I, Bailey." So there's my gnome, my first gnome. I don't have any gnomes, so that's my first gnome. Also, I collect shot glasses. I have shot glasses from all over the place, different states, different countries, Canada being one of them. It started off with everywhere I had been, I collected a shot glass. Then it became shot glasses from everywhere. When my husband would deploy and he would land in Dubai, he would send one from Dubai. He would send one from Frankfurt, Germany. He would send one from wherever he was. He would send, including Ireland, Dublin specifically, Ireland. So I collect shot glasses and elephants. Those are my personal collections. And so she sent me a pair of shot glasses to go with my collection. Thank you, Bailey. Those will be known as the shot glasses from Bailey. All right, let's continue on. She also sent a couple of project bags. That's the Santa bag. And then there's this one with a pomegranate and a birdie. So there's that one. Thank you, Bailey. And she sent some patterns that she had picked up or had printed out. They are knitted. So knitted and crocheted, actually. Circle of Love blanket. Let's see. A basic Yarn Inspirations. Simple Stripes blanket. It's knitted. And Yarn Inspirations Bubble Crochet. Let's see. There you go. Patterns, Canadian. Let's see. Counting Sheep blanket. Cabled Throw, Mary Maxim, which it's going to be hard to see. It's kind of black, but that is a cabled throw, and it's knitted. She also sent a knitted graph sweater pattern, 2 of those. Those are also by Mary Maxim. So thank you, Bailey. Those were some that she had on hand and she asked me about. And then she sent me this. It's the best day, or the best days start with gratitude, a simple way to practice gratitude. And so there's that. And on the inside, you can write creative thoughts. I'm grateful for. Lots of different things on the inside of places to write different stuff. Start each day with a grateful heart. Has little sayings on the inside. There was also 2 stickers in here. And they have to do with, her and I both have a similar background as far as flying. So both of her and I are very into airplanes and things like that. So those stickers as well. I thought that was cool. So there's those. I'm getting there, I promise. And she sent this, which is Knit, Pray, and Share. Lisa Hennessy's book. And there is lots of different patterns in here. Let's see if I can find some to just show you here. There is a knitted soap saver. And a small bath mat. A pet bandana. Let's see, cat toys, a striped bib. So there's all kinds of things in this book. Thank you very much, Bailey, for the book. And last but definitely not least was a bag of fiber. And there are 3 scrolls in there. These scrolls have to do with flight as well, airplanes flight. I've got to talk with her more about that myself before I mention too much of what's in the scrolls. I think they're awesome though. They do have a raised stamp at the bottom of each of them. Okay, so the fiber that she sent is, these I sent to her and she sent them back to me because they're the green ones and they have a lot of wool in them and she can't do it. She thought that she remembered she could use them. She had me purchase these along with 6 others and she broke out really, really bad messing with them. So she sent the green ones back to me because green is my favorite color. And also, I have never had this yarn. I continue to not order it, even though I want to. She ordered it and went to crochet with it, and it's best knitted. The pattern design within it is best knitted. It is the Premier Bloom. And let me turn it over here. You can see it's got like flowers in it. And those show up in knitted fabric. Now it is a lightweight 3. So I am so excited to use this. Thank you, Bailey, for sending me one of these. This is awesome. I can't wait to work this up. I'm excited. All right, so that is all. That is everything I've been up to this week. That is the Happy Mail. If anybody has sent pictures in for a slideshow, they will be up next. Thank you very much for sharing your pictures with me. I did not get time to type in, share your pictures here, but there were a few people that did share on the Friday post. So thank you very much. I will be adding those pictures in. Thank you again, Miss Bailey, for the wonderful Happy Mail. And thank each and every one of you for watching and seeing what I've been up to this week. Be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.